Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Universal 5. Today, we're going to be recreating a very old classic. We are going to be recreating Earth, and technically the Sun as well, from the beginning of the solar system 5 billion years ago. So, without further ado, let's just get right into it. Let's begin this with the beginning of the solar system itself. It's believed that the Sun formed of the remnants of a supernova, since that's how most stars form. And since I ain't that crazy, we're just gonna build it by hand using a gas giant instead, because trying to build it with the supernova would be really weird. After the Sun had formed, the Sun then began collecting tons and tons of material as it began to orbit around it. These would later form into what would be known as the first protoplanets, and I say that in quotes, and later, these protoplanets would then evolve, clash, and throw themselves into each other, and be formed into what the planets that we know today. Many of these planets did range in size, some from maybe like a few moons, to some maybe like a few sizes of Mars, and then, stuff like that. There was roughly about 20 of these objects orbiting the Sun for a very short amount of time. Earth was once one of such of these protoplanets. As Earth slowly began to collect more material and formed and gained more mass, collisions were a lot more frequent, and Earth was not the lush green world that it is now today. Instead, Earth was scorching at over 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit and was a lava-infused planet. Earth's most memorable collision was actually with another planet itself. At the time, there was another planet named Theia. Theia was roughly around the size of Mars, and it actually ended up smashing into Earth's northern hemisphere. The collision itself actually made it to where Earth nearly was destroyed, but Earth managed to survive. This impact is also what actually ended up forming the Moon, as there was enough debris orbiting Earth to actually forge Earth's moon in the first place. But after all this collisions and whatnot, and as Earth started to begin to cool, Earth really did start to change. With all the asteroids and the atmosphere that eventually came with Earth, water started appearing everywhere. And because of, again, its blue atmosphere, this made it so that life, for the first time after a year, about 1 billion years old, I would say, after Earth's birth, Earth had actually gained proper life in the form of single-celled organisms. Earth would then freeze over multiple times during the course of the next 3.5 billion years in what's known as the Ice Age. This has only happened twice in Earth's history, but just be aware that it is something that can happen. Other than that, Earth stayed relatively the same over the course of the next few billion years. But the next major collision Earth had was with an asteroid. As you might know, 67 million years ago, an asteroid smashed into the Earth, and this is what caused the Great Mass Extinction event, which killed off the dinosaurs. It also ended up plunging Earth into a nuclear winter-like state, kind of like an ice age, basically. While it wasn't necessarily the ice age, it was pretty close to it. But ever since that collision, life on Earth has been flourishing over and over, and Earth has now become the home that we know today. Man, Earth has been through quite a lot, hasn't it? But that is going to go ahead and conclude this episode of the Universal 5. It was definitely quite a fun adventure to go back and just recreate Earth, basically from scratch, as well as just the sun. It's fun to go back and just see how all the crazy nonsense the Earth has been through, and just seeing where our planets come from 4.5 billion years to now. So again, if you want to see more episodes of the Universal 5 and see what kind of videos are going to be coming, make sure you keep an eye on Twitter, as well as just, like the videos, because that way you'll get little sneak peeks, as well as just enjoying the content that I create. But anyway, that's all for now. My name is Panda Power Sauce. Remember to stay saucy, and we'll see you again very soon. Later.